watching Johnny Hockey.
So according to Frank Saravalli, the Maple Leafs are considering a TJ Brodie buyout alongside a Matt Murray buyout. Now the Matt Murray one to me makes some sense because of course we saw what Ilya Samsonov and Joseph Woll as a duo in the playoffs could do, and I would totally get the Maple Leafs brass being like, you know what, that's a duo that we could roll with next season and we could get some cap space freed up from the Matt Murray deal. That one makes some sense, but the TJ Brodie one, I don't understand. Look, I know that at times in the season and in the playoffs, TJ Brodie was awful. I get that. But still, he's a mobile defenseman who plays very heavy minutes for the Toronto Maple Leafs here. So a buyout to me just doesn't make any sense. The dude's got some trade value. I mean, those types of D-men who log those minutes and do the things that Brodie does, they don't grow on trees. You could deal them. So a buyout, which yes, would save you a significant amount of cap room, but would also come with some significant cap penalties in the future. Yes, Vancouver just did it with Oliver Ekman-Larsson, but they basically said, you know what, we don't care about the future, I'll put the blinders on. What can we do this year? And Arizona today bought out Zach Kassian and Patrick Nemeth. It's not exactly on the same level as a TJ Brodie buyout. So again, the Matt Murray one, I understand. The rumors are flying for that one, but TJ Brodie buyout to me makes zero sense, and I think it's ridiculous to even consider it, okay? This is a guy that you could absolutely, even if you did want to move on from him, you could get some value in a trade here. There's no point in buying this guy out. Because if you buy out both of them, you get $9.1 million in cap savings this season, and if it's just Brodie, it's going to be $5 million, and that's attractive, it's juicy, but then you have cap penalties in the future. Imagine when William Nylander, when Mitch Marner, when Auston Matthews wants a new contract, and you've got Tavares' deal on the books, you've got Morgan Riley's deal on the books. I could go all day talking about this. Imagine you have this stupid buyout money that you have to pay to TJ Brodie when you're trying to negotiate those deals. It makes no sense. Like, just because he had a bad playoff doesn't mean that his value is automatically just a zero now. I mean, 1 year at $5 million for a guy who can still provide some value, I promise you there's going to be teams who will take that contract on without the Leafs having to retain any salary, let alone buying him out. And this is a guy who spent a ton of time on the top two units of the Leafs, whether it's with Riley or on the second unit, which was a revolving door, whoever played with Brodie on that line. Look, you got to replace those minutes. And you can say, oh, $5 million, you can replace that easily. It's not as easy as you think. So there's a lot of things that need to be thought of before just buy him out, he's bad. No, come on. There's a lot more that goes into this. The second I heard this rumor, I was like, what? And Terry Koshin, who covers the Leafs for the Toronto Sun, shot it down a couple of hours ago. Good, because, man, this one did not make any sense. And for Brad Treliving to go and stab one of his former Flames in the back as one of his first moves would be something crazy, man. I don't see it happening. Maybe I'll be wrong here and Brodie will end up getting bought out, but I would be absolutely shocked if that happened. Now, Matt Murray's a different story. That one's very possible in my mind, but the Brodie stuff, it's ridiculous. I don't get it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, Leaf fans. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.